5, 4, 3, 2, audio sync, and hello everybody, welcome to Green Shirt Game. Is that light credits? Hello everybody, welcome to Green Shirt Games. Today we have a very specific topic. We're going to drill for 45 minutes on whatever. So this is Tyler, I'm Tommy, that's Richie, that's Brian.
Yo!
It's dead!
Crash is dead.
Oh. We won't throw Crash.
Mushroom's dead. My drink is gone.
We're good.
Okay.
You just knock everything
Apparently
off.
we're clearing everything off the table except
That's it.
Yoshi, just the amiibo.
Yep.
Are you one of the amiibo collectors? Are you one of the
Are we five, Rich?
Not at all. Actually. These are
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
Anyway, no, these actually I won at a tournament. So, they're special.
So special.
I named this one Yoshi. I call that one Fox. I named this one Link.
That's not right.
Yeah, I think it is.
You sure?
Yeah.
This guy. Pretty sure
That's
his
so
name.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure his name is P Stand.
Beast it. What is Fox?
Fox?
No,
Is there
he's
anything?
fine.
Is there anything?
These
you
two
can,
are fine. They're Foxy.
is there anything you
This
can
is Foxy.
eat or drink to
This
make
is
your
Foxy
pee blue?
from Five Nights at Freddy's.
I'm sure if you just drank dye,
Do you think? Should we just do that?
What?
Drink dye, blue dye.
just piss blue.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. Like, I drink 2 Monsters a morning,
Yeah.
and my piss is neon green.
Neon
every
green?
fucking day.
Yeah,
You know,
Like,
I noticed
like,
that's 'cause of
not green. It's like lightning yellow. Like,
Yeah.
you know how they had all
Yeah.
the neon colors.
I
and-
do the same. Yeah, have you ever heard of Airborne? It's just like vitamins.
Yeah.
Like if I ever feel like
Take
I'm getting
that.
cold, I'll take that, and like the next morning I can just be like, oh, there's where all it went. Like
Yeah.
it's all just so bright. Anyway, now that we're done talking about piss,
So bright.
Pee-pee.
so what have you guys been playing? Me? Thanks for asking. I've been playing Ark. It's an alpha, which you know, it's a little. It's
It's a game.
It's a game.
It's a game.
I kind of
It's
wish I
definitely a game.
didn't play it right away though, because like it seems like it could be like a really good game.
What is it?
Okay, so basically, Ark is most of you have probably heard of it. It's a survival game, kind of like Minecraft with like actual good graphics.
Is it like The Forest? Have you seen The Forest at all?
It looks like it's basically like the Forest, but the kicker and the reason I bought this one is because it has dinosaurs. And like that's a game seller right
That's
there.
Yeah.
like
It really is.
Dinosaurs.
Yeah, okay.
Dinosaurs
It's-
get good.
Jurassic World. Like,
Yeah.
I'm literally just going to that movie to shut my brain off.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
I'm not looking for some in-depth story
No,
or
yeah.
character development.
My
I want to
4.5-year-old
see
wants to
some
go
dinosaurs eat some shit.
Yeah, and some shit eat some dinosaurs. Like they made the dinosaurs, and they're like, what else can we do? And they genetically alter some shit, and then it like eats the dinosaurs.
I'm personally excited.
The great
I just can't
mighty
wait to
Pooh.
see Chris Pratt, Raptor Trainer.
You know what? When they first announced that trailer, I was like, I bet that's his Raptor, because he was riding the motorcycle. And I was like, I bet that's his Raptor posse. But like jokingly, because like, how ridiculous would that be? And like, turns
It's
out, yeah, I thought he was like running from something.
I don't think my daughter's been more excited to see a movie since Big Hero 6.
Your daughter's excited
And
to see
Godzilla.
How old is she? 5?
She's
She
4
was
and a half.
excited to see Godzilla?
Yeah, she was excited to see
Oh,
Godzilla.
you're raising
When
her right.
I was like 8, and like I was probably older than that. I was like 9 or something. Anyway, I was watching Jurassic Park at my dad's house, and I like had to like do this thing where I'm like, he's eating people. And,
What a pussy.
I
don't know if she likes-
no idea.
Bad Parenting 101.
I constantly debate on like what games my kids should play because
I'm the same way.
I think back to when I started playing games and like I got my N64 when I was 8, which means I had been playing my Super Nintendo for at least 3 years, and I 100% played Mortal Kombat.
See,
On those systems,
Yeah.
1 and 2, which means I played gory ass games before I was 8 years old. So I'm like, I shouldn't let you see Bloodborne. I know, but then I'm like, but I've seen it, and like, I'll sit there and ask my kids. I'm like, you know, this isn't real life, right? You know, this is a game. Like, yeah, yeah. And it's
Especially,
like they're only 4, but 4.5 now.
Yeah.
But still, like,
And, like, even though Mortal Kombat is gory and started like the whole rating stuff, whatnot, it's cartoony. Violence.
Say Mortal Kombat.
yeah, I'd
In
say
a-
it's
in a
more
way,
realistic
it's
than
an
like.
exaggeration of it.
Yeah, but it's more realistic than any other game
True.
was before it because what they did.
Because you
the
could punch
character-
a head off.
Yeah, the character models weren't like pixel art. They were actual
Yeah.
photographs of models that were then transposed into like
Yeah, I know.
graphics. So
But then you still also had people punching heads off, and
I mean, while the gameplay might not have been
just lost
real,
my train of thought.
like the actual mechanics of the gameplay
Yeah.
might not have been realistic, but you know, to a kid, it's hard for them to make that differentiation
And it's
until
like,
you drill it into
just because
them
you
that
can't
that's
punch
not
somebody's
okay.
head off doesn't mean the kid's not going to
Gonna
try.
try,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. It's,
I mean,
I
like, yeah, I mean, it's the same. You have to have that kind of conversation anytime you. But
I remember
I have
playing
that
Vice
same
City.
issue.
how
remember
young is
playing
too
Vice
young
City.
to talk to your kids about fatalities?
That being said, I did buy the newest Mortal Kombat, and I do not let my kids watch it. Like,
probably smart.
they watch Injustice. I'm fine with that. It's a fighting game, but it's superheroes, and there's no fatalities. And
Yeah, I mean, we
shit,
didn't even.
but-
If we played Call of Duty, we didn't even let Evie be in the same room.
Yeah. Because she just make you feel that. She's like, oh my god, there's going to be an enemy behind her. And she's like, she just knows.
I mean, she was better than I was, so that's why I got
Just
upset. So I
remember that time I almost lost to Ben when he was
Yeah.
like 5?
Yeah, I do remember that. When
I
you
was
almost
like,
lost
what,
to Ben
14,
Halo.
15?
Yeah.
And Ben was
You won
5.
by-
What's the difference between us and your brother?
Ben?
Yeah.
10 years?
Okay, so yeah.
No, more. He's just 13 and I'm going to be 25, so 12 years.
Okay, so yeah, so I was like 17, your brother was
Yeah.
5.
It
and I
was
almost lost to
like our
him.
senior year of school. But I mean, like that's different. Like when we grew up, we played games like like Mario Brothers. Like we started with like Mario Brothers and things like that. And I mean, his first game was Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he started playing
shooting.
Yeah, with those games.
Ben?
So yeah, that was his first game was Ratchet and Clank.
Ben would go
That's a
like
good game to start
52
off.
and 3 with 40 headshots in Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah, that happened.
When he was like 4 years old.
Yeah, he's a video game monster. He's a machine. He plays World of Tanks, and I'm pretty sure he's better than me.
Nice.
It's pretty sad.
World of Tanks.
Yeah.
I always like, because that game requires some patience.
Yeah.
I'll play it and I just get impatient. I just built up a light tank and I'll just run around and like.
I would say out of all the games on the computer that I play, World of Tanks and Counter-Strike require the most patience.
Do you play what? No.
Yeah, I still play.
I play once in a while now. Not
Yeah.
PC.
Like I've been playing a lot of CS:GO lately.
This can happen. This is possible. You're like the guy bouncing
Yeah.
rocks.
Yeah, the physics in me.
No, there it goes.
I wonder if these are breakable. I think it's probably just like a disc.
Let's find out.
It'd be funny.
Like you're saying, you're wondering if I rip Link off of here right now, if it would still work.
No, it would definitely still work because I'm really assuming it's in the base.
Is
The
it
yarn,
Nintendo?
the yarn ones have like whatever this disc is just in their butt.
Dude, I love the Yoshi yarn. Oh, man.
I'm tempted to get it. Like
Is it out yet?
No, I think
I was
Woolly World comes out in the fall.
So is
Mario Maker. Are you guys stoked for Mario Maker? I'm stoked. For
I
Mario
kind
Maker.
of am, except I'm not because I don't have a Wii U.
Yeah, I also don't have. I mean, my family does, but I don't.
But I mean, it's
I'm
cool.
pretty excited. I think people are gonna make like some crazy levels. Have you ever seen the autoplay levels? They like just play themselves. Have you ever seen those?
I've seen like N+ levels like that, but I've never seen the Mario.
Yeah,
levels
people
like
they'll
that.
make like custom Mario mods. They'll make Mario levels that like play themselves out, but like by everything happens by like the narrowest margins. It's basically like a Rube Gold machine.
Yeah, Rube Goldberg.
Yeah, Rube Goldberg. Yeah, that's the one. But with the Mario.
Have you seen the video where they turn Super Mario World into Pong and Snake?
Yes. Yeah.
It's like they use a robot to do it, but it's,
Yeah.
have you seen it?
No.
They literally just use controllers to reprogram the game to make it into Pong and Snake. Like they put this whole the input code into a system, and then they put it into a robot, and then the robot plays it out. But it like you got two multitaps, so 8 controllers are plugged in. They're all going through like a little Rob unit. And it's on an actual Super Nintendo with the cartridge, nothing modified, and they totally fucking so many inputs that it glitches out the RAM, and shit starts getting fucked up, and all of a sudden, like, glitches start showing up on the screen, and Yoshi's going backwards, he's got a shell on his head, and you're like, what the hell is going on? And then it all glitches out, and then Pong and Snake come up. And everyone's like, what just happened? And they're like, yeah, we use the controller itself to put so many different things in the RAM of the cartridge that it in binary programmed the games of Pong and Snake into the
That stuff, it's really impressive, but it's kind of like it's like going to the moon. It's kind of like it's so impressive that there's like such a big disconnect. I'm just kind of like whatever. Like it's cool, but I have no idea how hard that was. You know, I just know that I can't do it.
People actually like speedrun the game that way because it's actually part of the RAM. Like you're not putting in any cheat codes or anything. They can glitch the game to do that will warp them to the credits, and that's considered a legit run.
They have
And
different categories.
Yeah, and a tool assisted run. I think. No, tool
That
assisted
would be
means
tool
like
assisted.
emulated. Yeah.
Yeah, that
But-
would be tool assisted.
But yeah, the
but
dude.
there's like, for example, they have the Legend of Zelda run where like you can just do the thing that gets you to the final boss in 20 minutes, or you can do the the actual game
Full, yeah.
It's all categorized.
And a dude is beating it in like under 5 minutes
I believe it.
because of glitches. Yay, glitches.
Glitches. I'm gonna name my cat Glitches. That'd be a good name for a cat.
Glitches.
Glitches.
Excuse me.
name for a
That
cat.
was gross. Glitches the cat.
Glitches the cat.
It's definitely a good.
That's a
name.
good thing to do on camera, by the way.
What, burp?
Just like
I apologize.
I know. I'm just giving you a hard time for it because it's funny.
Does
Me.
it like affect the audio or anything?
Yes.
I mean, other than that,
Cat,
it makes
cat
Yeah, now they hear it
the
belch.
waveforms look gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, those waveforms are nasty.
For all those people that can see sound waves.
Yeah.
Like Static Shock.
Good.
No.
No.
Maybe. I don't know.
Are sound waves and light
Yeah,
waves the same thing?
No.
No. Let me explain the difference.
I feel like a fucking idiot just for asking that. Like, I know that, but
What was I gonna say though? Oh, that kind of we had the conversation a while ago how like all senses are not all senses, but a lot of senses are like
tied to vibration.
Yeah, to touch, because hearing is really just like very sensitive touch, right? Yeah.
It's vibration touching, like, echoing off the bones in your ear.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
They
it's
create-
still
they travel
touch.
the
It's
nerves
physical
going-
things moving,
Yeah.
touching each other.
But
that-
like I feel like eyes, your eyes, because the eyes just reacting to the light waves and stuff.
So your eyes taking images. I'm sure everybody knows. They take
I don't
them
know
upside down,
Is the lesson
flip them
takes.
back around.
Mhm.
But I mean, you see everything in 2D. You don't see it in 3D. Your brain puts everything into 3D for you.
Right.
So everything you see is in 2 dimensions.
Well, yeah, that's why we have two eyes.
Yeah.
That's
So-
why we have like
so
really
why
bad
was-
We
depth.
also don't have perception until we like learn how to what perception is.
What is perception?
Like depth
I
perception.
don't think. Oh, okay.
Like if you're looking at something, so you don't recognize it when you're young, you don't have it.
Mhm.
And
Really?
then, yeah, you develop it. That's why when you're like an infant, first of all, you can't see very well when you're an infant when you're born. This is not video games, but you can't see.
Dude, tangents are fine.
This qualifies as whatever.
You put in so many points
I
to
did say
vision.
whatever.
Yeah, you put it
Visualize.
so what happens when you're born? Every day you start putting in. When you level up every day, you put in your points to vision,
Okay.
Yeah.
so you can see.
So if you don't put in points of vision, you just have bad eyesight.
You're Ray Charles.
Okay. So he put all his points into music talent.
Yes, that's exactly what he did.
Okay.
He's like, I don't need this.
Now I want the Ray Charles.
He played life on hard mode.
His parents are like, Ray, just put him in vision. He's like, nah, I got this build I want to try out.
Yeah.
You know what? It worked for him.
Worked great.
It did.
This is how you get sued by Ray Charles.
Isn't he dead?
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he's dead.
Still could happen.
He is dead.
Now, if we said Stevie Wonder,
Yeah, he's still alive.
Nobody makes fun of Stevie Wonder. He's very superstitious.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, I see what he did there. Because there's a song called Superstition.
You actually heard it?
Superstition.
If we started mocking Stevie Wonder, we might have to get to higher ground. That's also a Stevie Wonder song.
See, I'm not that familiar.
Fucking Red Hot Chili Peppers covered it.
Yeah.
I'm not,
Keep on keeping higher ground.
see, yeah. Ah,
That's what's up.
That's what's up. Yeah, music.
that's what's up.
Probably one of my strong suits.
I'm gonna get a suit and tie. That just make look
Like Justin
giant
Timberlake
muscles,
style?
and be like, this is my strong suit.
Yes.
That's good.
That's good.
Ah.
Copyright that.
See,
right
there was
there.
okay.
Copyright that.
I used to
one.
always lately I've been making jokes that are like puns, but like there was a while ago where I would make them as a joke, and the joke was it was such a bad pun that it was funny, and somewhere along the lines like that all got blurred. So like now like
So now it just happened.
yes, I'll tell a joke and be like, what level was that a joke? Do I think that's funny, or is it funny because it's bad? I don't know anymore.
Tommy,
Yes.
we laugh because we love you.
So it's pretty laughter. We laugh because we don't want you to feel bad.
It's,
How much time we got left?
26 minutes and 11
26
seconds.
minutes.
We've already been talking for 20 minutes.
Wow.
I believe it.
My birthday.
That's something we're very good at doing, talking.
Yeah, I've been doing it for most of my
We
life.
have a really covered anything about video games though.
No. Wait. Let's talk about Arc because I like that. So basically,
Can we please talk about Evolve?
Evolve was fun for a month.
I think
less
a
fun.
week.
It's fun in the right conditions.
Exactly.
I think I played like 4 matches total.
But you
and
played that
I've
one.
already.
You didn't play with us.
I wanted to. I never had the time to.
Well,
and
whose
that's
fault
where the
is
game
that?
falls apart.
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't play any games.
Well, you're the
One
dingus that went and got an Xbox One instead of a PlayStation 4.
Yeah, that's
like
your
everybody
own
else.
fault.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is
Yeah,
your
you
own
can-
fault.
Yeah, I have an Xbox One.
I'm so sorry.
And I regret my decision.
Really?
If that makes anybody
It seems like
happy.
a fun
geez.
system.
I mean, it's
Like,
fine.
If we all had Xbox, it'd be.
I mean,
If it makes you feel better, I should have one by this fall because I need one for Rock Band.
Yeah, I was gonna
Because-
say you need it for Rock Band, don't you?
Yeah, because I'm not getting it on PS4 when all my songs would transfer over from the 360.
360.
Oh,
yeah.
are you going to
Yeah,
be able to
all your
transfer?
downloadable content
okay.
and stuff comes over. Now,
But you can't go
stretch
cross-platform because part of the money that you paid for the songs on your 360 went to Microsoft, so they can't.
Okay, so it's
just-
not like
Yeah,
you can
like
do that with GTA.
exactly. 'Cause- So like if you
That sucks.
PlayStation would essentially be getting ripped off. They lost a bunch of money that these people now have like access to this content that they paid Microsoft for.
I mean, that'll be good. At least we'll have some sort of game that we can play. Because I'm leaning towards Rock Band over Guitar Hero. I think it was innovative what they were doing with the new guitar. It's innovative. It's different. I want to go back. I'll go back to Rock Band.
I don't like the decisions they made. On top of that, I just don't like Activision as a company.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I don't either. I
Yeah.
completely agree. Tony Hawk Pro Skater was about the last.
Oh,
Activision
dude,
game that I
dude,
enjoyed.
did you see that they announced Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5?
Yeah.
What, it's like 8 years after 4.
Yeah, they did. Like, for real. And the opening statement of the announcement, get this. This just tells you how in touch Activision is. We are bringing back the classics, like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, because we want to make you feel that sense of nostalgia. We realize the games were great back then. And we are also going to feature projectiles and power-ups. What?
What?
Yeah, yeah.
Where's
That's-
the nostalgia?
So, like,
Yep, they're going back to the roots, but they're gonna have fireballs and like projectiles
So, like, if you-
launching out of your
Actually,
skateboard.
If you tilt your controller up, are you gonna get
I
like,
think
double
it was in
points?
like Project 8 or something.
No, I think it was in, Underground.
No, it was definitely not in Underground. Underground 1 and 2 are my favorite 2 Tony Hawk games.
yeah,
I liked
There
Underground
was
1. I never
no
played
shooting. Maybe in Underground 2,
I believe
but
there
Underground
was.
1.
You could tag. I remember you could tag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you wouldn't shoot like rockets out of your skateboard.
no, not rockets. It was like a fireball. Yeah, I remember that because I played Underground a lot and 2.
I don't remember that.
I only played the first one, and I also
Regardless,
remember but
it
could
should
be.
not be the focus of,
No, but
of
no.
the Tony
It
Hawk
should be
games.
skateboarding.
I would rather see them go back to Tony Hawk's Underground rather than Tony Hawk's
Yeah.
Pro Skater.
I
Because
wish
I
it was
like.
Sonic Underground.
I like.
Yeah,
They
we need
made
another-
a vow their mother would be found.
They need another Sonic game.
Way
Dude,
past cool.
You know what no, I'm not gonna talk about it again because I've said it like 3 times already on the podcast. But like this,
What? Oh.
just gotta do it better.
They need to concentrate on one Sonic game instead of 1,000 different.
Yeah.
Hey, this one did well. Let's change it.
Exactly. That's
No.
what
You
was I
don't
saying?
have an idea.
So Fallout. We haven't talked about that yet. Fallout got announced. Richie, you know a lot about that. I haven't played it. I haven't played it.
Yeah, I can also say I've never.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
Richie,
not a
the
Fallout
first-
fan.
Yep.
You at least played Skyrim, so you have some insight to the Bethesda workings.
I saved my brother's game on Fallout, and that is the extent of me playing.
Good job, man.
I didn't play 1 and 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
They're
The
cheerleaders.
Triforce.
I never played 1 and 2.
Did you know if you put them on the Wii U gamepad like that, they'll spawn in the world like that?
Oh yeah. Did you see the picture I shared earlier?
No.
It's a Ninja Turtles Legend of Zelda picture, and it's the 4 Ninja Turtles in
Oh.
pixel art holding up pieces of the Triforce, but they're pizza. It says Legend of Pizza.
Yes.
I love the Ninja Turtles.
Me too.
I still gotta get you
So
that
Fallout 4.
free comic book
Yeah,
day
Fallout 4. I'm excited
issue.
for Fallout 4.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
We're
Never played 1 and
what's
2.
his face?
I played
How'd that
3
turn
in
out?
New Vegas.
You never played 1 or 2?
No, because they were computer
Oh, that's
games.
Anyway, so let's talk about the future.
Fallout 4.
Fallout. Yeah, let's talk about Fallout.
There's like something up here.
We need
Marty!
posters.
Marty! We need to talk about the future,
we don't
Marty!
need posters if we're not gonna do video anymore. I don't
Yeah.
fucking know anymore.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're thinking about going to gameplay where we have like just us talking and like we'll just be playing a game in the background. So it's like something more dynamic to watch and Usually video game characters are better looking now.
And see how bad we are at video games.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted a thumbnail, because we do lots of like visual gags, like just random visual bullshit.
Do we though?
Random background visual bullshit, but Fallout.
Yeah,
Fallout.
Fallout.
We are getting off track
twice.
so many times. It's great.
I never played 1 and 2.
Okay.
Because those were computer games.
Uh-huh.
I played Fallout 3 to death.
Did you play Finish Man, New Vegas?
Yeah, did play New Vegas too. And I currently am playing through 3 again.
So what prevented New Vegas from being 4? From being 4.
I think the reason was because it was not the main team.
Yeah. Obsidian, the guys that made the South Park game and Knights of the Old Republic 2 made New Vegas. And it was basically like how pre-sequel for Borderlands was same engine, same everything, just to be teamed. Like, hey, here's a new story with some new characters with some new shit to do. But it's still essentially the same game. Yeah, I'm playing through it right now. Yes. I am enjoying it very much. One thing that they added that is always bugged me is that the NPCs actually interact with your character. Rather than saying, oh, hey, Vault Hunter, and like it doesn't matter which class you choose, they always call you Vault Hunter. They'll actually call your character by name and reference like things of that character when they're talking to them.
I mean, I finally cracked and played Skyrim.
Yeah?
I actually enjoyed it. So I think I'm going to actually give the Fallout franchise a chance. My brother, was going to get it for me for my birthday for the computer. I do most of my gaming on the computer now. I haven't had
Is your computer is it like a good...
I mean, it's an Alienware laptop. It works fine.
Yeah, I mean, like,
I heard about Alien.
Fallout 3, I like it. The atmosphere of it is very, very immersive, but, like, it's a little dated, in my opinion.
So you're saying start with New Vegas? Skip.
No, because it's the same engine.
Yeah, the graphics.
But, I mean, like
graphics.
it's fine. It's fine. It's playable.
See, graphics...
It's not... unless you're, like, very graphic...
Graphics being dated makes no difference to me. I mean, I still play Legend of Dragoon, Legend of Legaia, Arc the Lad for the PlayStation 1, and we
Star Fox Adventures?
No.
I thought that was a good game.
What?
I never used the boost to get through.
No, but Star Fox 64 is okay.
What frustrates me about trying to go back to like older 3D games, whether it be like PS1 or even as early as like last gen, control schemes. Like, trying to go back and play Bioshock 1, the controls are so unintuitive, I guess counterintuitive to how every shooter has the Call of Duty control scheme now. You fucking aim down sights with L2, shoot R2, you got your grenades and your sticks and you run. Like, it's all pretty much exactly the same. Bioshock isn't anything like that. Like,
Did you change the controls?
Yeah, but there is no, like, aim down sights or anything. Like, you can, but it's very...
It's not
a
straight view. It's just where they slightly move the gun.
Yeah, and it doesn't control right, and it's just very counterintuitive to the way that shit plays nowadays.
That's definitely something that bugs me when I go back to play other games, especially if I played another game like more recently in the franchise. It's like the controls that are clunky. They're just not responsive. So you're used to doing something one way, and then you go to do it in this other game, and it doesn't happen. Nothing happens. It's really frustrating.
Yeah. It's like the first Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah,
that's that.
It's
like it's not twin stick. It's just like
it's very different.
Aim where you're shooting.
Kingdom Hearts. You have to move the camera with L2 and R2. That is fucking weird.
Really?
Yeah.
From the first one.
Oh my god, it's weird to play.
It's like that's just they're used to those.
But I mean, it's one of those games that I never stopped playing.
Yeah.
Until I lost my PlayStation 2. It finally
Jack and
broke,
Daxter
2 years ago.
was like that too, where you had to move the camera like
That's how
Jack and
games used to be.
It's inverted.
Irritated me when we played it. It just irritated me. I couldn't do it. I couldn't play it.
Right,
but what are things that you'd like to see improved in Fallout 4 compared to Fallout 3?
Interaction. Well, no, interactions are fine. The big thing that I want to see is I want to play as a ghoul.
A ghoul?
You want to play as like different species?
Yeah, like how you can choose your race and that. But
like Skyrim.
I don't think it's gonna happen
because I like what I was thinking was when you're first starting out and the stats you put in, or you put in stats that make it so you can become one, because ghouls are made from heavy amounts of radiation poisoning. So, like, you just start to deteriorate and you become like
the same way you could become like a vampire or werewolf in Skyrim.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Like, it gets you get positive perks, but then you also get negative perks.
I think you can become a vampire in Fallout as well, can't you?
Not a vampire per se.
But it's like
they're vampires.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Is it like
you get like plus 25 more
you just like
health back when you consume a blood pack.
and you go to high
That's it.
school and then you get you gotta fight Jacob.
Yeah.
There's no sparkling.
I want
because
better
That's not a
shooting.
vampire.
I want better shooting mechanics. Really
Yeah, I
bad.
feel like the Twilight
I
shooting thing's really.
didn't mind. I didn't mind it that much actually. I mean, I use VATS a lot.
That's the thing. I
like,
found VATS.
even then, I still just fire it afterwards.
I found VATS very boring. Like it's just get as close as you can safely, aim at the head, and like it's just I would rather have like tight shooting mechanics. Like Destiny, say what you will about the game, but that has some of the tightest, best feeling shooting mechanics I've ever played.
Well,
in a
I
game.
didn't mind it when I played it. So
You play Destiny?
Destiny.
yeah, I played the demo.
Yeah,
I just never
I was
bought it.
gonna say I played the demo too.
I played the shit out
I
of
would
the game.
agree. I would agree that the shooting mechanics were.
I mean,
Yeah, that would be great to add in.
What game do you think has had the best shooting mechanics?
Destiny has like it honestly has some of the tightest, best feeling. It's why people still play the game because the gameplay is so solid
smooth.
and good feeling.
Yeah.
The lack of content, they're
It's
okay
smooth.
with dealing with it.
I think it's smooth. I do agree with that.
No.
But for best shooting mechanics,
Galaga.
are we talking
Galaga.
now? Are you talking currently or like most innovative? Like what changed the game?
Well, I would say probably Call of Duty probably changed.
I would say Modern Warfare probably changed how shooters are built around now.
What game do you think has? Well, I guess I was gonna say fighting mechanics, but they're so diverse. Like Smash Brothers is.
Yeah, Smash Brothers fighting mechanics is different than like Kingdom Hearts fighting mechanics.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't even call Kingdom Hearts a fighter. It's more like.
It's an adventure, but it's still.
I was thinking more like fighting game, like
Smash Bros,
okay.
Street Fighter,
Tekken,
Marvel vs.
Mortal
Capcom.
Kombat, things like that.
PlayStation All Stars.
Dude, I love that game.
I love the
Anybody who doesn't
game.
love it.
I love the game. I hate that the only way you can, take people out is to hit them with your final smash.
That's what I love about it because it makes it.
Your final
You know what they should have done? They should have had like a meter at the bottom that like as you hit them, it goes up. It could be
Instead
like,
of having to.
but like it could be like I don't know, like a
That is what
hashtag,
happens.
like a percentage or something, or an ampersand. Anyway,
Yeah.
so
That's
just
all
something on the top of the keyboard. Anyway, that would be nice.
Symbol.
Anyway, yeah, I can't believe I
A
call it
parenthesis.
hashtag. I'm ashamed of that. You know what's sad? It's because
A
I know it's a pound
parenthesis.
top, but like that's the first thing that came in my head. I'm like,
A
oh.
parenthesis.
It could be a parenthesis. Anyway, so
A
we
question
have,
mark.
and then like the higher that percentage, or sorry, the higher that amount goes,
Sure.
the farther they go. And like the stages got to be like platforms. And if they like go off the edge or fall, then they.
Like Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, kind of like that. Kind of like
The
that.
only problem I have with like a life meter or percentage meter like that is
Yeah.
because of characters like Kratos,
Yeah.
Raiden,
I agree
and
with
Drake would destroy a health bar
Do they
in
already
seconds.
Do they already not destroy the game?
No, you can
get around them.
Okay,
They were
apart from
broken when the game
apart
first
from
came out.
Raiden,
Maybe that's what I'm thinking.
apart from Raiden, Kratos and Drake are beatable. Same as Cat.
Raiden is. You can play a good cat. You don't
Raiden
win.
is the equivalent of
You
Meta
don't
Knight.
beat a good cat.
Raiden is the equivalent of Meta Knight. I don't care who else
Brawl Midnight.
disagrees with that. Yeah, Brawl Meta Knight. He is broken. He has no time so you can punish him for anything.
You know what's interesting?
I'm sorry.
On this thing about Meta Knight, I feel like
Tiny random.
I feel like Brawl Meta Knight kind of ruined Smash 4 Meta Knight because like. I feel like people were just kind of like don't touch the character because he was like they had the bad,
Because he
the
was
bad
so
taste in
gross.
their mouth. Yeah. Because I mean,
I haven't played the new
How-
Smash
what-
Brothers yet. I
what
wanted
is it?
to. I have not played it
sometimes
yet.
when we play,
I've owned it from December, and my
Yeah.
kids have played it.
I have not played it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I have not
I haven't
played
gotten a
it one
GameCube
time.
adapter
It's
yet.
fun.
They're not on sale yet.
Oh, they were on sale again, and for about 10 minutes. About like 2 weeks ago.
So,
Really?
Yep.
where is Smash 4 Meta Knight on the tier list then?
I don't know exactly. He's like kind of like mid lower. It seems like the Smash 4 tier list is all kind of condensed. So like Meta Knight and Brawl, Gandorf and Smash 4, they're like way far. I'm sorry, and Gandorf and Brawl.
Sun, Pluto.
Yes, very far away. And then like in Smash 4, it's kind of like they think like Sheik's the best now, and she's like not. She's
Was
better.
she-
she's
was she
better.
nerfed?
Basically, it's just it's all more narrow. So like
Yeah.
So it's like you're playing from Earth.
There are
to
less
Jupiter.
tiers.
Yeah.
There are more people with less tiers.
yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
way of putting it.
So they balanced it better.
Yeah,
They did a better job balancing.
Yeah, and the thing is, they can do balance patches now. Like if there was
Yeah, because that's a good thing about the Wii U that I
right.
like.
Like if in they're keeping on top of it. They have more characters coming out. Lucas is coming out on the 14th this month.
Cool.
Yeah, I saw that. He's available already, right, for certain people?
I don't think so.
Oh, I thought they had like a.
He's available now.
I thought he got like an early release for the same reason like Mewtwo did. If you registered your both copies or whatever.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
I'm not positive. Yeah, because I know Mewtwo's was the early. No, because I registered and I didn't get.
There you go.
Yeah.
So Well, you guys talked anything about the new Battlefront game coming out?
Battlefront? Nah.
I've never played a Battlefront game.
I couldn't care less.
I liked Battlefront.
I loved it.
Battlefront, man.
I like
new
these
one.
Star Wars.
I heard a lot of negative things about it.
I've heard negative things about this one too. Like on the old platform, you can actually have more people play on the old platforms than on the new ones. So less people can actually play against each other on the newer platforms.
They've barely shown anything though. Like we'll find out more at E3. They've said a lot of stuff, but they have not shown.
I haven't seen anything about it.
They've shown some stuff behind closed doors to like the press, but the public has not gotten to see any of it.
For me, I'm excited. I love Battlefront. I played both of them. They're a blast. I've played them for multiple systems, and just good across all the boards. So I'm actually looking forward to this one.
It's like basically a shooter, right?
Yeah, it's like a Star Wars shooter.
So
I mean, there's
third-person shooter. Right?
It's objective
First person primarily.
Yeah,
in the new one.
Oh, in the new one.
You can switch to.
You have the option to switch to
confirmed
classic or.
That's cool.
And there's no aimed on sights either.
All right.
Well,
That's completely being stripped out.
the only. I'm trying to think. You can only really
It's
aim
going to be
down
more
sights with
authentic,
sniper,
like
probably.
Storm-
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You couldn't in the old game. That's
Yeah.
why they're not including.
It's going to be more accurate to the movies.
Yeah, so you just can't hit anything. What?
I'm really excited for the new Star Wars movie.
So basically, there's capture points, and what you have to do is, as you capture the points on the level, it releases more of like the bots.
Yeah.
There's bots that play with you. So your object is to drain the other team of their supply of people before you lose your supply of people.
I should watch the movies. I've never seen any of them.
I've never seen a Star Wars movie either.
They're really good.
Are you gonna give me one too? Because I haven't seen one either.
I enjoy them. Like they're not my favorite thing. I like the Star Wars universe more than I do the movies. To be honest, like
Really? Are they decanonizing stuff for the?
They already did.
yeah, they already like stripped everything that wasn't the movies or Star Wars. The Clone Wars is not canon.
Well, no, isn't there one thing that was added?
That TV show from a
like a
few years
book?
ago, is that canon?
What?
It is or not?
Oh, like the animated one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is canon.
Okay.
Yeah, they've added it back in a few things. Like I'm pretty sure Dash Rendar is back into the
yeah.
canon. He was a very famous character from a trilogy of books that came out shortly after the movies.
Yeah.
Because didn't some fans say that he saw
His ship,
is in the
Dash
background?
Rendar's ship was like at Star Wars Celebration or something like that.
Oh.
When they showed off the Battlefront gameplay or the trailer.
The trailer, right? Yeah. Let's see the trailer.
That's cool. I hope they add the Force Unleashed into the canon.
Oh, that's right.
I really like that.
It's not gonna happen though.
I know.
It contradicts a lot of the shit that's going on in Rebels right now.
What does it contradict?
Like the formation of the Rebel Alliance.
Oh, okay. Did Starkiller ever have a name other than Starkiller?
Yeah, he's like Merrick,
Like-
something.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I know the second game wasn't even considered canon.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was only the first game. Because the second game only continued if you got the non-canon ending of the first game.
No.
That's
Because the second one you played as a clone of him.
oh, was it?
Yeah, in the first one the canon is he dies, and then the second one is like he's a clone of him. That was
I don't know much about the second game.
Yeah.
I know it got really bad reviews. Like
Really?
really
But Tyler,
bad reviews.
You could use 2 lightsabers.
You could in the first one too. The first one was great. Like
Yeah.
it got really good
I
reviews.
played the first one. I enjoyed it.
We fucking pulled down a Star Destroyer.
oh yeah.
I would always just hover the guys in front of me and then just use the blast. It just felt so awesome.
I liked grabbing the guys and hovering them over like an edge and then just slowly lowering them.
Bye.
I think I said it last week, but I'm really, really excited for Visceral's Star Wars game. The guys that made Dead Space.
Yeah.
Is Amy Hennig, the chick that wrote the Uncharted games, is working on it. And it's just, it's gonna be so good.
I cannot wait for what were we talking about again?
Bring it up.
What?
I knew what you were gonna say.
What?
It's not like he was about to say F-Zero.
Yeah, say it. Bring it up. 'Cause you always bring it up.
I didn't.
I want a new F-Zero.
I do
I do
too.
too.
I want
But
one.
I want it. How do I want it, Tommy?
Oh, like a third person, like a fighter.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
It would still be weird.
Yeah, it would be
like,
very
Like
weird.
Captain Falcon. That'd be great though.
brawling in a bar and then
Yeah.
running out and hopping into stage.
Oh, punch!
Honestly, I would prefer I'm sure most people wouldn't, but I would prefer like a brawler with Captain Falcon over a racing game.
Another racing game?
I wouldn't.
I would not.
I really
love
want
my
to.
No, don't get me wrong. Don't get me
God
wrong.
damn it, Tommy, we're all just gonna stab you.
Fine.
Why
Fine.
not both?
Here we go. Stab me right. That's not
Stab.
stab. That was closer. But still.
So I have,
Why
I have
not
another
both?
question. I'm going to pose a related topic. So what do you think about the growing popularity of like esports as opposed to like regular sports?
I think.
Do you think
I'm
they'll
fine
ever
with it.
catch up? Think it'll ever be a mutual level?
I don't. I know Heroes of the Storm got broadcast on ESPN.
Yeah.
Did it really?
Well, so does League of Legends. League of Legends also is broadcast on ESPN3.
Did
The
you?
League is the biggest one.
Yeah, but
League is currently the biggest
Heroes
one. There's
was
other games that are
like on main ESPN,
Oh,
like
that's
Prime
cool.
ESPN. It was called Heroes of the Dorm. They were doing like a college tournament.
Oh, that's cool.
And there was a
Oh,
dude
cool.
that works for ESPN named Colin Coward that
Yeah,
like
I know
went
he is.
off online saying he can't believe that his company would fucking support this bullshit, and I barely tolerated it with Donkey Kong, and that bullshit made me want to put a gun in my mouth, and I'm not gonna work for a company that plays video games on a sports channel and rah rah rah. He just came off like a completely like not in touch asshole.
But I mean, it's. I mean, he can say that all he wants, but in order for like, so people come from another country to play in like America for like tournaments, they have to come in on a sports visa. Like
Yeah.
that's the visa the requirements that they need to meet in order to come into the country.
Yeah.
I'm
So-
okay with that.
So it's hard to believe, like it seems odd that they wouldn't be in touch with the fact that that is the way it is. I mean, like other games. I mean, Counter-Strike's always been a big game. It's bigger. It's bigger in Europe than it is in North America. Always has been. But I mean,
I heard CS:GO is actually
it's-
gaining a lot of traction.
It's amazing. I love it. I play it all the time. I'm not very good at it, but I mean, I'm lower tier in it, but it's still fun. I mean, I like, even if you do bad and your team is bad and like you have a bad game, it's still fun.
Is that free?
Yeah, it's free, completely free.
I gotta play it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great game. I mean, a lot of people play it thinking it's gonna be like Call of Duty. Nothing like Call of Duty.
It's all strategy, right?
Yeah, it's much more strategy.
Like-
And like a sniper rifle is a one-hit kill. If it hits you in the chest, you die. If it hits you in the leg, you live.
Oh, so it's
So
like
it has some sort of realism to it. If you get shot through the door in the chest, you still die. Like it's not like you take reduced damage, but and like say you hit an assault rifle from a certain amount of range and it hits you in the chest, 2 shots kill you, or 1 headshot kills you.
So it's kind of like SWAT.
Yes, it's like you're playing Halo on SWAT, but I mean you have smoke grenades, flashbangs, but flashbangs blind everybody. And it's not just the other teams. Smoke grenades work both ways. Like you throw, it's much more balanced. It's better than in my opinion than a Call of Duty game. And I'm sorry I knocked over your
Star
trash.
Fox is dead.
But like recently on like social media, I saw a picture after like one of the huge because in North America with League of Legends they do. I mean I know you don't like League of Legends. I'm sorry, but they have.
I have no problem.
I just don't play it.
dislike League. I
didn't like it because it took my friends away.
Yes. High five.
High five, Tommy.
You guys
can join your
welcome
friends.
to join. It's free
But,
to play.
No, thank you.
But
Yeah.
sort of after because they do big tournaments, like it's called the LCS. It's the championship series because there's so many teams that play now. And after the game, like even sports stars and stuff like that. There's hockey players that play. There's football players that play. Jeremy Lin went to and watched the game, like the broadcast live in the studio.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
and then met with one of his favorite group team that he follows afterwards. So it's definitely growing in popularity, and it seems like the sports people are embracing it as they definitely consider it separate than what they do.
Yeah.
But they still consider it as a sport because they realize that it still takes talent to do what they're doing.
The thing is, basically, and it all comes into definition. I don't know what the definition of sport is and all that. The specific one.
There are 5 different. I've actually watched videos on this, and there's 5 different definitions of sport in the dictionary, and esports does file under one of them, but not
because
all
the thing
of
is,
the others.
Yeah, because the thing is it's not like.
Physically grueling.
Yeah, it's not-
I guess it can be. You play 10
but
hours a day, but it's not the
It's
same.
different from you're not
Yeah.
gonna get winded.
You seen Dyrus play?
I'm okay with esports being called sports, but I would never call the competitors athletes.
Okay, I would agree with that. I would consider
'Cause
them
I feel like
gamers.
athlete
You can
has more
consider it like
athletic.
Yeah, athletic.
You can
I would
consider it like a mental sport, like how chess is now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I don't know if I'd call them athletes.
No,
either.
well, I mean, there's strategy. Obviously, when you get
Yeah.
to the upper levels, there's strategy. There's plenty of mental mind games that you play. But
Right.
I mean, it has a lot more to do with reaction time, quick thinking, overall skill. I mean, you think it's easy to click a mouse and stuff like that. It's not.
And
I mean,
at the at the end of it, although it really is like that whole argument's all just semantics. It's like, what do we call them? Does it really matter what they call them? They're doing what they do.
They're games.
Yeah,
It's all games. All sports are rooted in games. Period.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just call
But
it all
like
games.
for the World Championships of League last year, millions of people actually watched the broadcasts between the different things, and like that's never happened before for a gaming community.
Yeah.
So now I'm wondering, like as more titles come out, as it grows in popularity and more people do it, because I mean we're a gaming generation, we really are.
Absolutely.
Most people that play sports play games. So once they reach equal levels. How do you think that's going to... I mean, people get scholarships to go to college to play video games now.
I forget what the guy you said, I don't know his name, but the guy you said went off online. Like,
Colin
that's a dying, that's
a dying
it's
mentality.
not like people are going to rally behind and be like, yeah! They're going to be like...
Well, there
will be.
But it's not the majority. It's not even close to the majority.
Because, I mean, everybody plays... I can't say everybody, but the majority of people our age play some sort of video game or have played some sort of video game. It's just, you're not going to find people that just don't.
Well, the main thing on his whole sentiment, I didn't even say this part earlier, that made him sound dated and completely out of touch, was that he told them all to go back to their mother's basement. And then someone was like, you realize this is like a college tournament. Like these kids are very well educated and not living in their mother's basement.
At Berkeley, they have a team for League of Legends, and they go to school to learn League of Legends. I mean, they get other degrees obviously as well, but like that's their sports scholarship is to play League of Legends professionally for them.
That's interesting.
It's irritating on some levels, but like I'm fine with it. Really.
Yeah.
Do you think that we got about 5 minutes left? Do you think that a game will ever overtake League for esports channel?
The only game currently that I think even remotely has a chance is Counter-Strike CS:GO.
I know that one's popular. That's really
because especially since it's now growing in North America, and when it starts growing in North America, it grows in South America as well, and that's when you get the different things coming apart. I mean, it's as big as in EU, I would say, as League of Legends. It's pretty close. Yeah. I mean, hundreds of thousands of people watch the championships for CS:GO, and all the teams that compete are pretty much from Europe.
Yeah.
None of the NA teams are really good enough to make it. Right. Honestly, and it's just where it is because we just didn't play, so we're a much younger group towards the overall thing. As far as overtaking League, I don't think any game in recent time, like current future,
I mean,
it's going to overtake
eventually
it.
Will.
Obviously, sometime it will, but like League. I mean, the way they made the game, it's like they never have to come out with a League of Legends 2.
Right.
They don't. It's just not... I mean, they can just keep coming out with new content, new characters. Fine. Somebody falls off. I mean, either keep them there, retire them. I mean, they can constantly make changes to the game so it stays interesting. Yeah. It's like one of those games that can always hang around. Like you were saying with Heroes of the Storm. That game actually looks really fun. It's much more team-based, much more objective-based. But, I mean, you don't... Like you said earlier, you don't buy items, you don't do that sort of stuff. But, it requires team play. It doesn't matter how good you are individually, you need your team to play. Mm-hmm. And... it might have a chance. I don't know if it'll ever get as big as League, right? But I think it'll be big.
Yeah. I think we'll be seeing a lot less games coming out. Honestly, like the way you said, League doesn't need a sequel; it can just be iterated on. I think we're going to see games become platforms themselves.
I agree completely.
And it's like next couple of Call of Duties will be the last couple of Call of Duties, and then they will just.
They can stop after Black Ops 3, and I'd be okay with it. I think they can stop after Halo 5.
I think Battlefield's going to be the same way. I think a lot of these games that have annual multiplayer-based franchises are going to they're just going to release a final game and then iterate on it.
Yeah, I mean, and that just seems smarter from a business standpoint. Mm-hmm. What's the point in putting all that extra time into development and... I think
I think the revenue they get is more, unless every update is like $60. You know,
I'd like to see them split Call of Duty every year. Okay, you can pay $60 for the whole game, or buy just the multiplayer for $30 and just the single player for $30.
I would just pay the $30 for multiplayer.
Exactly.
I didn't even Call of Duty had a single player.
That way you don't piss people off by not having a single player campaign. But if they aren't interested in it, they don't have to pay for it.
I would agree with that. That seems like something that with the way technology is, I don't see why they couldn't do something like that.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely.
We do need to wrap up, though.
Yeah, our cards ran out of time. Well, thank you for listening to our ramblings. This was the evening with Jack and Shaw and McGintyre. I'm Jack and Shaw. This is McGintyre.
We don't exist.
McGintyre. Yeah. This is the first video I haven't worn a flannel. Because I didn't.
This is the first video I haven't had sleeves.
Yeah, I didn't think we were recording video today.
So first video I'm here.
Wow. Now everybody knows.
I'm here.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
You're welcome.
Woo,
We
Brian.
should end it with a group high five, though. Ready?
All right.
1, 2, 3. I don't even know.
So high right now.
Well, like and subscribe and stuff.
Do we? I thought we're on. We ended.
Are we
Although
ended?
now we could not end, and this would be kind of like people would be like
Behind the scenes.
sort of behind the scenes.
After the credits. After the credits.
This is going through the credits.
Yo, just in case you guys are all wondering,
This
this
is-
wall.
Solid.
Real.
It's there.
It's made of.
Speaking of wall.
This-
It's made on a wall.
Okay.
He planted more seeds and he grew the wall.
Oh, I was gonna have it like,
Ben
fall in front of the
Wallace,
camera.
but caught.